Hey Eric, how you doing? So we're just underway. Undertakers, who we watched on the last stream here, they're now playing the Vikings. This would be the B side final, I believe. Winner of this will play. Winner of the A side, forget the team name, but it will be up right after this. BCA rules, so it's just wins. That was a nice run out. Some of these players' names I do not know. This table here, I will know one of the guys coming up. That our guy actually stood back from his break there. We'll go like this for a little bit and see both. So on that right-hand table, it says Paul Silva shooting. He is with the Undertakers. On the left-hand table, that's Chris Corcoran. He is with the Undertakers as well. This is a race, yeah, BCA race 213. It's a nice shot by Paul there. And that 8-ball does sneak through down to this bottom corner pocket, so He hit that bad. He was playing the leave, not the shot. I'd be taking this ball to the bottom left corner and drawing up to play that one of those in the side, unless he can go through and break these out. He's creating another mess. Yeah, he played that wrong. I would have taken that bottom one to the bottom left here to start off, but we're not playing points, so it's just a win's a win. Doesn't matter if you lose 10-0 or 10-7. Chris here is shooting low ball. Chris is a former teammate of mine here, so I can give him a hard time when he plays this all wrong. And he's left this striping, or the solid against the rail down here, more of a safety than we have 2 tables set up here. That we're doing. We got a camera on each, and then the split screen of both tables. And then we've had snooker going on for most of the day here as well, out in BC. Yeah, that's the plan, is to eventually get guys streaming through Q Sports Live all over North America. For this tournament, there is no online brackets. There's the winner of this will be playing again right away, and that'll be the actual championship match. So we got this one and one more tonight on here, unless it's a double dip. That snooker is on CompuSport. That's it. Could be. I'm not sure the exact name. I'd have to ask Steph. Steph, who does the winner play? What team? What's the team waiting to play the winner here? Sharknado? Is that Sharknado? Okay, we got two matches after this. So Armored Q's plays the winner here, and then the winner of that plays Sharknado. So it's going to be a late night.
So what we got going on here, Ryan?
Well, the score is wrong. I know that. I'll have to get an update. I think they're playing on 3 tables right now.
That's a little tough to keep track of.
Yeah.
Fast as well. Team event playing on 3 tables is hard.
Yes. Yeah. I've done that quite a few times.
Yeah, kind of gets ahead of you sometimes, right?
Yeah. Well, and then you get to a point where you play a little bit of a safety battle, and next thing you know, you're waiting on your next match right away too.
Yeah, exactly.
Winner, I believe, in this division gets, it's either 4,500 or $5,000, I think. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Yeah, which these guys all put it towards going down to play in Vegas. Everybody playing in here is dual sanctioned VNEA and BCA. They are playing BCA rules here though. But they do get sanctioned to play in in either one. And some of these guys do go down for both. Yep, so if these guys are taking a little time and making sure what they're doing, it's worth some good money. As soon as this game's done over there, I'll run and update the score, and then we'll try to pay a little closer attention. Yeah. Who? So we're sitting at 4-2 for the Vikings.
Nice shot coming up here on this table. I think he's going to play. He's called in the corner, but I thought he was looking at actually going past 2 here, between the 2 and the 8, and coming off the rail to kick it in. But it's not going to give him any shape either. So.
This is the one we're looking at here, guys. Talking about.
I don't know if he's going to be massing in. know if he was actually trying to do that, tie it up.
No, I think he called this bottom corner, but I'm sitting directly at it looking at it. You'd have a hard time shooting that ball straight in, let alone kicking it in.
He called the corner, so. I don't like the result here. I mean, now you're not in the driver's seat for sure.
No.
I mean, you're at the table, but you're definitely not in the driver's seat.
No, you're. Always prefer to have more balls on the table than not when it gets down to this.
Yeah. I mean, there's nowhere he can put that cue ball where he's not leaving his opponent a ball to shoot at after this. So my idea would be to sell out the ball in hand and try and make it even worse. Maybe,
tap
tap
that
the
two
two
right
ball
into
right
the
up
eight.
against
Yep.
the 8 ball there.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a long way to play that dead weight where you're not opening something up either with ball in hand.
It's a little heavy. It could have been worse, but like I said, you know, there's nowhere he could really leave it where he wasn't leaving a ball to shoot at. So, and I think here for me,
no iPhones allowed here. We all got Androids. Yep. If she's with you, then
she's not good.
Yeah. Yeah.
no, I don't like the choices he made here.
No.
Wow.
Paul's lucky to be back at this point,
that's
but
a sellout.
yeah.
He's gonna be happy. Easy soft draw on here. Just want to make sure that he's not hitting the 8, that he actually draws past the 8.
Well, as long as even he comes back up to where the cue ball is now, he's good to shoot at that 8 ball.
Oh, he shot it nice. That's an interesting way to shoot it. Good shot.
Yeah. Played it off of there, worked out.
Whoa. And
You
yeah,
shot that too quick, Paul.
He was stepping up on that shot.
Yeah.
He thought it was in the hole before he even got, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was walking away before he finished stroking the cue.
There are no easy shots in this game.
No. Just got to concentrate on making this.
Well, there's 2 balls to go. It's a massive pocket. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my! I can't believe he did that.
I said he followed that straight in.
He followed that car, man, all the way into the hole.
You put top on it. That's what you did. Well, we're waiting for a rack on both tables, guys. Huh. Why can't my opponents ever do that when they're playing me? Never seems I get that lucky.
That's a hard loss. You gotta hate to lose it
Oh,
that way.
yeah. Well, I think I gave it to the wrong. It's 4-3. And see, playing 3 tables, Paul's up right away again.
Yeah.
Well, that's with the CCS. I played on 2 different teams, so I got doing the same playoffs all on the same day. I'm running back and forth between 2 teams.
Right.
Playing back and forth. It's a gong show doing that, but well, especially they're playing at the same time. Ted lets you do that, so I'm playing one match here, skip my match here, so I'm just it's a constant. It was all day, just nonstop. I mean, if you're in stroke and shooting good, it's awesome,
Right.
because you're just going back and forth, back and forth. But if you're having a rough time, there's no time to take a break in between.
Well, that's just like torture, because
Yeah, yeah.
all you're doing is hurting yourself every time you're at the table.
The cue draw, we got to sell that out. How do you qualify? As long as you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. As soon as we hit 2,000 subscribers, we'll do another free cue giveaway. So as long as you're subscribed, make sure you're in your settings on that YouTube that your subscriptions are set to public. That allows us to see that you're subscribed to our page. In turn, then we can put you in that draw. Out of the 1,000 we had this last time, there's only 384 people that we could actually see. So it's a lot better odds for them. But the Mickelson cue, we're not quite halfway sold on it yet. We got, last count was 26 tickets sold out of the 68. So it'll be carrying over to the Four Bears tournament next week, where I believe we'll sell that out fairly quick. Down there we went through, in the 4 days of the tournament, we were down there last time, we went through 2 of those cues at that price down there in raffles.
Well, especially for down there, because, I mean, you know, 50 Canadian, that's like $10 US.
Yeah. Well, Grant's going to have to work.
Wow. It's too bad we didn't have a camera on that shot.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. I do have this blue snowball mic. That's what we used to use, and it picks up every sound in the room, every voice within 20 feet. And these are not cheap, what we're using, Aaron. If people don't like the sound, turn it off. Simple.
Well, he's looking good here. Eleven ball goes. Just deciding how he wants to get shape on the 8 here. Angle's a little tough to see. I guess going forward, it's got to be the best way to do this here. I don't want. If you draw straight across like looks like he might be trying to do, you could come right into the 8. That worked out well for him. It's good out.
And what I think was going on that table, I think the ball was sitting in the jaws of the pocket, and when he came up to shoot, it dropped down on its own. It's just hanging, so BCA rules that stays down. We're not playing total points.
Yep.
VNEA, that would have been spotted back as close as possible to where it was sitting. Which that 15 was blocking the corner pocket, so depending on what you're shooting, it could be good or bad that stayed down.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those gray areas. Doesn't come up too much.
Actually, it's the guy at the table. He is shooting low ball, so that was a bonus for him because that 15 was blocking this pocket he's shooting at right now. That's for all the music playing.
We lost the rock on that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking at the other break off on the other
Oh,
table.
the other
there.
table, yeah.
So all I was got to do here on this 5 ball is bear down. Nothing hard with shape.
Nice shot.
Eight in the side. No. He just rushed it, took it for granted.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's never nice coming to the table on a shot like this, but at least you're at the table when you shouldn't have been. So.
Well,
Wipes his feet going into the pocket there, but goes down.
the money these guys are playing for anytime you're at the table is good. They're just, yeah, unfortunate that somebody's got a miss like that, but Chris is walking away mad, so I think he lost over on his table. He was on that third one there.
Yeah, I can't really see what happened over there.
I don't know. I heard him smack the other table where he was sitting in front of there. He wasn't happy and just walked out of the room and back, so. Just wonder if it'd be a good time to text him and ask him what the score is. He's picking up his phone. I'm going to do it. Never heard that before? Wipe its feet going in? Yeah, back and forth, rattles going in. I hear that all the time.
Yeah, maybe more so on the snooker commentary. I don't know.
Yeah. 9-4 them. Ooh. Hey Turtle, how you doing? Well, we're running behind, so it's going to be a little later of a night, I think. Just glad I actually have nothing going on in the morning for once. The first time in about 6 weeks.
Not until tomorrow afternoon for the charity event.
Yeah, we'll be streaming again tomorrow afternoon. Seeing Grant take a pie in the face when he loses to Bonnie.
And I'm sure he'll thank you for the vote of confidence you just gave him there.
Yeah. Then Humalog, Lantis.
Lantis and a Pedra.
Well, same ones I got.
Yeah, I was actually using Tugio for the day-to-day, but insurance won't cover it, so at $500 a pop for a couple of months supply, it's had to go back onto Lantis.
Really? And I thought Lantis was the more expensive of everything.
Lantis is more expensive than Tugio.
Yeah.
Tugio's a better product, but here in Canada, the way the healthcare systems work and the way that the insurance works, if it's not on a certain list, then you're basically buying it yourself. And
It does start at 5 tomorrow afternoon. And sorry, we had Dave and I talking about our insulins. We're both diabetic, so he's we just had something to eat, so he's taking his rapid acting.
Does that 5-ball go in the side? Is that what he's shooting? It didn't look like it went to me. So.
Oh yeah, I don't know what he was. No, I don't think so. Any pros in this? No, this is just the league playoffs. This is our local league playoffs for the SML. So goes again. I'll go through the different divisions. Starts off at the bottom with B3, so that'll be your sort of first-time league player, just learning pool. Starting out, so B3, then it goes to B2, B1, then jumps to A3, A2, A1, and then the A Open, which is our Open A, like these guys. And then one step above that is the Masters. And then they used to have the Elite division above that, which is the top-end Masters.
Yeah, that's the...
Those are the guys that could compete with some of the pro players.
That's the last time I played SML was years ago, and I was playing in the Elite division.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty good because we play double headers. So 2 entire matches on one Wednesday night.
And Ted's, the league, the CCS, does that on Thursday nights.
Oh, okay.
They got their advanced division, which is all the top players, and they play every second week. They play a doubleheader on Thursday nights.
And we'd still usually finish in time. Didn't take any longer than any other night. So.
No. Well, and these are the guys when you get up to that they got 50% run out rates.
Yep.
So. If you're from break into finishing the game, if it's lasting more than 3 or 4 minutes, there's a couple safeties played a lot of the times.
We had a lot of runs in that division. I think 2010, 2011, something like that's probably the last time I played for league. So.
Well, I know looking at the stats for just Ted's advanced, it's not the elite or anything like that. And you get the top players in there. If they're playing 80 games, there are 45 of those are runouts in that neighborhood for the top guys, over half.
That's it's still impressive, especially on a bar box.
Yeah. Well, those are all played on diamond bar boxes. That's all out of the hidden spot.
Right.
So even tighter. Although at that level, even myself, I play better on a diamond table.
I prefer the way that the diamonds run. Once you get used to playing on them, you know, it's.
Yeah.
But Valley bar box tables, as we call them, you know, they've been around for a long time.
Oh,
a lot of them out there.
Well, and that's with Ted CCS League here in town. We play in a variety of different bars throughout the city, and a lot of it's on the Valley tables, but all our playoffs are at the hidden spot on the Diamond tables, which is a bonus because that's our home venue, so we're playing on them half the season anyway.
What did you pick, Sandy? What are we going to get to listen to? You need some change.
What do you need? 5 loonies? Oh, yeah. We'll accept a toonie over there.
Thank you. You're the best. Any requests?
No.
Surprise us.
Well, Ted's got all his website's not updated. He took off all of the last session stats. I was just going to look up, see some of those top guys.
Looks like we're getting a little bit of buffering going on there, huh?
Yeah, it's. How's it picked and which rules they're playing, BCA or Southern? Well, Southern Music is the pool. It's a pool league here. This is BCA. You join. It's everybody's dual sanction, but this Open A plays BCA rules. Although all these guys do get sanctioned for VNEA as well. Majority of the teams are playing VNEA rules. They have a couple divisions that play BCA rules. This being one of them. Grant tell you about that cream we got for the shoulders and all that he's
No.
Or back or anything. It's Lacaire. L-E. You get it at, I think it's Morning Sun Health. There's one of the ones that sells it.
Okay.
And like Grant had said, I've always used like Tiger Balm or A535 or any one of those for sore back or my shoulder. Worked pretty good, but he's like, none of those work great. Try this stuff. And it's $20 a tube, but you only need a little bit. And man, does that ever work good.
Okay. I might have to try and track some of that down.
And it's, again, it's all natural because it's from the health food. It's all natural, but man, does that ever work. Don't think he can play that cross corner. I don't know if it'll go through there. Looks like he's trying a cross corner, but
that's where he's calling it.
Yeah. What do you like starting out with here? Getting this out of the way down to the bottom?
From this position, it looks a little different on the monitor. I just want to double check. Yeah, I like that going forward, but and then going up the side, of course. I tend to like to clear one side of the table then the other, so you're not having to work back and forth, but everybody sees it a little bit differently.
I think I would have taken that off the bottom there, just with that 8 sitting on here.
Well, it's not like
you can get to it, but
it's not heavy traffic anywhere, so you got lots of choices. The thing is if he draws off of this 15, then shoots the 13. Okay, so this is what I mean about going back and forth, because now he's going to have to take this 10 ball.
Yeah.
So it's a longer shot into the corner. And then watch what he does here, because if he holds for the 13, okay, he didn't. He wouldn't have had great shape anyway on it. But you see, what he did is he created more work than he had to do. For himself, because you start crisscrossing the table.
Well, you want to move that cue ball as little as possible.
Yeah, I mean, for 8 ball, you want to be running tight patterns and keeping tight shape, especially on a box. I mean, it's different for 9 ball where you might not have a choice.
Yeah.
And you have to work the table and go up and down, especially if people are being pattern racking on you and the splits are coming that way, so they're forcing you to have to run the table up and down. But in 8 ball, that really shouldn't be happening. He's taking his time here.
Yeah, they're down pretty good here. I'm not sure what they're not playing 3 tables anymore, so they're got to be down the last couple games.
Well, this is a race to 13, right? So
yeah.
I'm just going to go and get a score check for us here.
Okay. Well, he's going to be playing the combo here, but that was 9-7. Okay. Well, the Undertaker's catching back up. That was a nice shot. Now cutting this again, I think he might have to go around everything here. I don't know if he can put enough inside spin. He's just looking at where he's got to go there. He hit that too hard. He got lucky though. How'd my team do? We ended up winning 1,700. We were, I don't know what spot we're out in. 5th, 6th, I think, for the 1,700. We lost our last match last night in the 25th game. We were playing VNEA, so total points. So the team we played pretty good and had every roll, every ounce of luck you could get. We didn't have any of it, but that's the way it goes sometimes. That's we're all out and had fun. That's the main goal. We're a fun team. We get along, have a good time. It's just a bonus if we win everything. We're not going to Vegas or anything like that, so the plan will be go down next year, especially if Grant and I end up streaming some Vegas tournaments next year is our goal. Trying to kick this stripe in that top. No, sorry, slow ball. Well, these are all open. He shouldn't have any issues getting out here. Oh, there's that commentator's curse. He's got not a bad safe he can play here. Just play this cue ball over towards the side, this left-hand side pocket. I don't know why he's going for this. I'd be playing a safe here. I don't know why he's trying to call the combination. He's just going to sell out if he doesn't make it. Chip off that 9 ball and leave the cue ball over on the side rail here. You're leaving the guy a kick.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Sometimes when you're at the table, though, it's a mistake that players make, and you can see it here, right? It's just going too aggressive. It's just not the smart shot, but you want to shoot. You want to shoot them out. You want to put the balls down.
And your opponent's now was calling a ref.
But he got real lucky on that shot.
He's going back and telling his team that's exactly what I planned to do. Play it just like that.
If I could play safe like that, I don't think I'd ever lose.
Yeah. But, I mean, leaving him where he was, it's hard to tell from where we're sitting here, but it's giving him a better angle at the kick than having to kick off the short rail.
He's looking at kicking this 1 rail. I like kicking actually 3 rails into this. I mean, this is an easier hit, but I don't know. Well, that's a swing and a miss. That's a sellout shot there.
Yeah.
Look at what he's doing, though, for this pattern. You see, he's taking the duck, and I don't actually like shooting this first. I want to take that ball that's in the corner.
Oh, and play it 2 rails out and down for that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the reason why is because it's tougher to control the speed on this for getting shape on the 8.
And this is where you end up leaving it right in the middle halfway through.
I mean, it's pretty easy to reach the side, the middle of the table every time, so he just got a little bit lucky on there. But that rub could have gone the wrong way for him, and that's a risk you don't want to take when you're basically shooting your last ball to get on the 8. So he struggles through that rack, but gets it.
Sorry, was it this guy that won? Right here? Or, yeah, it was. Yeah, so Vikings at 11. And I think the Undertaker's player broke dry on this table here, I think. Grant is playing in a mini tournament, 8-ball tournament here, and reffing, so
not quite sure why he's shooting this. I'd be shooting the ball that's covering the 7 there, but wow. And that could be a big turnaround on the other table there.
Oh, pinball's off into the corner pocket. I never break another guy's rack. I'd re-rack that just from what I'm used to.
That's an interesting question there. I'm not sure what the actual ruling is. I mean, the turnaround's not the problem, but there may actually be a rule against being able to
break the other guys
to re-rack, to break for yourself, just because the other guy.
Yeah. So what we're talking about, I switched to this table here. Is Chris, who's at the table here, just broke his his opponent's break, and he missed the whole rack altogether. So turns over to Chris, and Chris took a look at the rack, didn't touch it, and just came and broke it. I don't know if there's any rule on that either.
Because basically, once the first guy gets up to shoot, the rack is actually in play. So I don't know. You might not be able to go in and actually touch the rack after that.
I don't know. Ask the referee. We'll bug Grant when he comes back, see if that's a thing. I think you're actually allowed to re-rack that if you want. I think it falls under the same rule as not 4 balls not touching a rail on the break. It's your choice to re-rack and break for your opponent. If you hit it, miscue hit it, no 4 balls hit a rail, it's up to you. I think
it's an illegal break, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's all under the same rule. So I think if you want to go ahead and re-rack, that's up to you. I see guys do it all the time. I have a habit of, if I'm not going to break my opponent's rack like that, I like racking a certain way to where I'm used to. The balls, I don't care. I don't have a set. A lot of guys have a set pattern. They like putting the balls in. I throw them in, and as long as there's a solid and a stripe in the corner, I go about hitting it and just.
Well, he's looking good here to take this. Oh. Wow, that was tight. I think he can see it, though. We may get Grant called over here to ref this shot if he's cutting it in the corner.
It's a good shot. Steph, here's a question you might know. On a break, guy miscues, doesn't hit anything, so it flips over to the opponent's break. He goes up, he's allowed to re-rack those if he wants, right? Even though it's not been touched. Yeah?
Yeah, because it's rack your own.
Yeah.
So if you don't like the rack, you can always.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, no, because we are playing rack your own, like Steph just said, who is a certified referee here for the VNEA as well. It's a good point. We are playing rack your own, so if you don't like the rack the way it's sitting, it's your choice to re-rack, play with the rack of your opponent. So, hey Shannon, how you doing? You just wake up? We're going to be here till midnight if you want to come up. Got 2 matches after this one completes. Still left. Lots of tables open to practice and play on. How did the gummy bears do for you last night? Yeah, Shannon's one of the ones I was talking to you about, the CBD and all that.
Oh, okay.
Plays on my team, my Scotch doubles partner. So she had some edibles to try last night to help her sleep. She might have just woken up, so they might have worked really well. Ask a good ref. I should have Steph come read that comment.
About re-racking your own?
Yeah, I said I asked Steph, she's a certified ref. He doesn't think you're a good one, so.
Well, if David was a mind reader, what would I be thinking right now?
I was supposed to call you. You sure? Actually, I think I did say that. I got back here about 4 o'clock. We have not drawn. We have to sell out the tickets for that queue, and we're just coming up on halfway. So it has not been drawn yet. They will end up selling out fast this next week when we're down in North Dakota. So good chance we'll be drawing that down there probably. My guess would be Friday or Saturday at the latest, depending on how the sales down there go. Once that one's gone, we do have a nice Predator we'll be putting up.
Oh, wow. He should have known better on that shot. Sorry.
Yeah, they're wanting to make it a close match here.
And I hope he doesn't shoot it from there. You know what? When the ball's in the corner of the pocket, there's only 2 places on the table you should be shooting that ball from. Either down on the side rail or down on the bottom rail.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be shot any other way because it's the easiest way to get shape is one rail out. I mean, look at the shape he's left himself right now. That's all because of what he took on the ball in hand. And that's the result, missing that 8 ball there. Wow. Wow.
That puts Vikings on the hill, I think.
I wonder if the nerves are getting to him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's the nerves. I think he's just playing. He's having an off day. Cause I've played on. Chris has played on my team before. What's that? I think 12-8. I think, yeah.
So they might not even play this other game. I think that's what they're talking about right now.
Yeah. They're saying let this one finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which they're not really allowed to do. The rules say that play must continue.
Can't say this is live stream? What do you mean it's not live? Seemed to answer all the questions, so it'd be hard to do that if it wasn't live.
Wow, what a kick. What a kick.
Does that 8 sneak through there? Guess not. I don't know about going all out for this, but try to park it over that pocket down there.
Well, what are you going to do? You can't play safe. You got to go for something.
There is one going on right now, Warren. They are playing a mini. I'm not sure how many they'll have going on tonight, but we have 2 matches left to play after this one still, so we'll be here for a while.
There's going to be a lot of room here, but he's calling the bank. Gonna make sure that cue ball goes past. Wow,
Oh.
that was a good try.
Yeah. Wrong shot if he decides to take this one up here. I don't know. I don't like starting with this one. Just swinging that cue ball around a couple rails. Although he's got lots to shoot at everywhere, it's hard not to leave yourself a shot somewhere, but oh, that's right, yes. Definitely what she was thinking, you can't say on the stream. Some of what those ladies had on the back of their shirts for their sayings you can't say on the live stream too. Their broken English team, they all got funny sayings on the back of their shirt.
Mm-hmm. I was telling Steph that a few years ago there was a four-man team, I think it was, down in Lethbridge. Four buddies, all Oriental guys, and they called their team One Hung Low.
Yeah. Well, that's my team when I played with Mark Mapatak and a bunch of the guys from way back, and our team name was, well, they're still using it, I think, in the PV League, is Who Ate My Rice? It was a big rice bowl on the front of our shirts. And we had a team show up, actually, this is an SML here, show up, and they had stuck on their shirts said, "We ate your rice." We're playing them for the
That's a good shot
for the division championships.
Okay.
So they put that on there. We go, that's
So they came to play.
well they did that, and it pissed us off just that little bit that we just rolled through them. Like,
Well, it looks like that 8-ball actually took the match there. So
yeah.
your winners are the Vikings.
So they'll be playing right away again. On these tables, so we're only an hour and 18 in. We'll keep this stream going. If their opponents are here to start right away.
And I'm just going to take a small break here again.
Actually, we might shut this down. The other team's going to warm up a little bit, and so no, this all ends tonight. We got Vikings going to be playing Sharknado, I think, or no, something Q's, or forget the name. Sharknado is waiting in the hot seat. So, you know what? I'm going to end the stream here, guys. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes with a new stream when we got the next match starting here. I'm going to take a quick little break here too, so we'll be right back when we got the next matchup.